this is all related to your cash flow, right? And I think what you have to do is, if you start to see things getting a little tight, is do more cash flow projections. And instead of maybe doing monthly or quarterly, maybe you have to do them bi-weekly. You know, when I had times where we were struggling a lot, we were doing weekly cash flow meetings just to go, okay, what are we doing? What's due next week? And how are we doing this?
Okay. I'm thinking about this, processing as we're having this conversation. I think it would be good. I'm not going to ask for your, I mean, you can share your recommendation, but I have my own. You know, at times like this, if you've normally, let's say, you know, you normally have, I don't know, 20 grand worth of cash that you hold because you know that that's what it takes to run your business for, you know, whatever, a month or a week or however long whatever your patterns are, I would say increase that number by 25% right now. Just give yourself a little bit extra cushion if you can. I realize, you know, not every business can afford that, but if you can, you know, maybe defer some capital expense for a month so that you can build up a little bit more in that war chest. I'll say, with every business I have, I am a huge fan of building up a war chest generally I look at it as a fixed amount, and it's not really part of my cash flow picture, right? Like the cash flow picture is its own thing. It's going, but having a war chest, and in some businesses it can be small, you know, and in some it's large, depending on, you know, what risks you might have, potential risks you might have. And that war chest has saved businesses of mine where it's like, you know, you hit a cash crunch, because if you're just managing to cash flow, I mean, it's great. Like, managing to cash flow is super important. It's far more important than managing to your P&L, right? But manage to cash flow. But if you have some event that is either in your control or out of control, usually one event is fine. But when you start getting simultaneous events that negatively impact your cash flow, and some of them are the world, right? So completely out of your control. And then there might be one where you made a stumble or something. Maybe you paid too much of your credit line or something, and then realize, oh crap, I'm short now. You know, but when you get multiple events stacking up, that's when that war chest pays off in a huge way. So think about that war chest and just you know, stash it up. I've had partners yell at me about it. They're like, why do we have $100,000 sitting here that we're not doing anything with? Bear with me on this, right? This is what lets me sleep at night. And invariably, you know, within 12 months in any of those scenarios, I've had those same partners saying, okay, now I get it. Thank you. It's like, the only reason this isn't because I'm a genius. It's because I've screwed it up in the past. and I know
that's really smart.
I don't want to be there again. So I have we do our cash flow thing, and then I've got a cushion that I don't really think about. You know, I know it's there, but you don't dip into it unless you need it. And then it's right there and it's good to go. It's, you know, it's completely unfettered, and it sucks because sometimes, you know, I mean, you might be able to find an interest-bearing account that is also easily liquidatable, but it's not going to pay you very much, and that sucks. But if it's the difference one day, it will be the difference between your business succeeding or failing, and that's a huge thing.